This is like the hallway leading to the final boss, Scoot. You know? He's waiting for you at the hallway, at the end of it. So what's up? A little late to the stream tonight, but we're gonna start with Dead Cells. Don't panic, because after that, Resident Evil 7. Uh-oh. I put Resident Evil 7 in the title. I'm starting with Dead Cells. That was an error. And if you see Resident Evil 7 instead of Dead Cells, then you need to see a doctor. Okay, we're good now. We're good. Okay, so welcome to the stream. I'm a little late tonight. Very stressful. Very stressful day. But I'm here. I'm here to unwind with some video games. Some very stressful video games. But, so this game has been updated a lot. And I don't know what the updates are. Let's see. Gold keeping has been rebalanced. There's a daily run, new abilities, new achievements, combos, speed combo. Okay. Weapon blueprints, just balancing a ton of stuff. Alright, so then we'll do that. Let me know if the volume is good. I have a current run. Alright. Yeah. Current game has been changed back to Dead Cells, so refresh if it says Resident Evil 7. That was a mistake. Sorry about that. Okay. I think the volume should be okay. So this is a Dead Cells. Well, that's a lot of gold. They rebalanced a number of things. You can see here the upgrades on the left. Runes on the right. So that's some new stuff. Balanced blade. Successive or consecutive rapid strikes. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. I haven't heard the new King Gizzard song. In fact, I didn't know there was a King Gizzard song. Like, these guys don't give me a chance to digest their music. They just keep releasing shit. Anyway, if you're new to Dead Cells, this is a roguelite thing. And, it's a little Castlevania Symphony of the Night, little Metroidvania-y, but it's randomized, and it's very good, and they're updating this game frequently, which is great. Are you gonna play it for a BRB? Well, it's 11 minutes apparently, so no. Since I'm starting a little late tonight, I'm gonna cut Dead Cells a little short so we get a full 2-hour Resident Evil 7 stream. But there will be more Dead Cells in the future, especially if I have a good run. Okay. Vin, do you plan on playing the new South Park game? I've been getting that question a lot, and the answer is... yes, but I want to get everything else done. You know? I want to, like, do the other stuff. So I don't know when, but it will eventually happen because I liked Stick of Truth a lot. I don't think the ossuary is going to be good for me. I don't want to get ossified. Yeah, because if I started South Park, you know, it's like I've been just like shotgunning games the past like month and a half, 2 months. It's just been one thing after another, after another, after another. So I haven't really had a whole lot of like, I haven't had downtime. So it's good for me to take a little time away from starting a brand new big game until Odyssey comes out. Especially considering I have a lot of Spooptober stuff I want to do. So what do we have? I have 1 cell. Great. But yeah, there's a bunch of new stuff. It wants me to invest. Oh, right. You invest cells, of course. Of course you do. Good. Hope you enjoyed my 1 cell. I'm not going to explain all of the mechanics of the game, so I'm going to say just try to pick it up as we go along if you've never seen this. But the cells are permanent upgrades that carry across runs. Yeah. I don't know how the balancing has been adjusted, right? So I very well may get my ass handed to me. Considering I have 0 upgrades at the moment. Carefully allowed for, balance to allow for consecutive rapid strikes. You actually restore a little bit of your lost health if you attack enemies. It's kind of like New Doom in that sense. I'm not crazy about this weapon, but this fire grenade here is going to be choice. If I use it at the right time. It's more like Bloodborne. Oh, okay, I haven't played Bloodborne. When I say New Doom, I mean like the same way Doom encourages you to bum rush enemies for health and for like pickups so that you're never really running backwards. Or if you are, it's brief. Like when you're damaged, in some ways the best way to go about it with New Doom is to just continue running. Vinny, I kept calling my manager my moderator and admin when I was talking to my friend because I couldn't remember the word, so I needed to leave the internet yet. I'm so tired. Yeah, you should take a break from the internet for a little bit. Have you submitted your report to the administrator today? Aw, eat a dick. Vinny, when are you gonna stream Castlevania 2? No. No. That's an emphatic no. Castlevania 4, now that is likely, but I would probably want to avoid Castlevania 2. I do not like that game. And it's not even like a terrible game. And for its time it was kind of cool. But I'm not into it, man. Castlevania 3 was great, but Castlevania 3 you saw me stream. Look how that turned out. That was a fucking mess. A good mess. Do you have any thoughts on the new Switch update? I know there's preloading. There's save data transferring to a different console, right? What else? Oh, videos, right. You can record videos. There's video recording for some games. It's fine. I still think there's a couple of other issues that need to be addressed, like for example, backing up all of your save data. Can you do that now? I know you can transfer profiles, but can you back up all of your save data to an SD card in case the HD on the Switch crashes? No, you can't. Well, that's pressing. Will you stream Yume Nikki? Not this year. Ask me again next year. What got me? Why was my body so desecrated? Was that bat? 10,000 gold retrieved. Oh, right, yeah, I heard about this. So this is one of the new update caveats. So the upgrade doesn't... Okay, you don't keep... I don't know what this is. Time trial? Daily? Bit of a challenge around here. Only the best of the best. The cream of the cream. The cream of the... Yeah, cream of the crop! No, I don't think I'm up to it. Just an alternate game mode. Not yet. I'm still not good at this game again. But yeah, essentially, instead of keeping a percentage of your gold, you only keep a certain amount. Which will be increments of like, you know, 1,000, 5,000, or 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. Something like that. I like this weapon a lot better. Ooh, what's this thing? Lightning bolt. Okay. Can you put on some fitting music? There's music in game. Is the volume just really low? I'm not gonna get the heart. I'd rather save my money. This is better? No, the heart costs 3,000 and it's not as good as you think it is. Oh, here's a new enemy. Let's do a little bit more. It's a second life. Yeah, but I'm not even good at this game yet. It's been months since I played this. I'm gonna get the heart and waste 3,000. How about I get a heart when I'm more confident in my ability to play the game properly? This is a cool weapon. Ah! What the fuck? That's it? Jape chest. So I almost beat this game. After like 10 hours, I started getting pretty good. I mean, there's muscle memory, and I know the general mechanics of the game, so I'm not completely lost, but for a little while, I had it down pretty nicely, and I was able to get pretty far, but then I just stopped playing. Oh, thanks, Bake Run. That's cool, bro. Well, I was better at the game than I am now, at least. The final boss of the current build is really hard. I only beat it once. Oh, okay. That's cool. So then I'll never beat it. Did you see the new review? Yes, I did. Reanimator's a fucking amazing movie. I haven't seen that other one, though. I'm gonna probably watch it one day. When is the return of that space roguelike? There's a... I think there's a DLC for it coming out soon. So I'll probably wait until then. You can serve up to 15,000 gold when you die, so that's how that works now. A little oil. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. Oh, no, not FTL. Everspace. Everspace is getting a DLC. It looks good, too. I mean, Everspace isn't everyone's bag, but I fucking love that game. I just played it so much, I got kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I got a little burnt out on it. But to be fair, the amount of stuff that came out in the past 3 months alone, like, no wonder I didn't put the time into this game that I should have. No wonder I didn't put a lot of time into Everspace. Everspace fatigue, sure. Speaking of fatigue, I listened to the new Beck album again. Colors. Someone in chat described it as Beck having a midlife crisis. And while I agree, there's a couple of songs on there that actually are pretty good. I don't love the album overall, I don't like the production, but I do like a couple songs, and I'll play one during the break that I enjoyed. I mean, it's really hard for me to have an album like anywhere near Odelay or Sea Change or even Mutations. Guero is amazing too. I mean, he's got so many good ones. This one's ultimately gonna be kind of just pushed to the back of the playlist for me. Whoa. I see they balanced the throwing knives out a little bit. Get up! Get up! Come on up! Get up! Oh, there's a little splash damage on these knives. Oh, they go through the enemy. That is what's up. That is what's up. We got an elite scorpion. The ammo is stuck inside the enemy. Oh my god, I have to kill the scorpion to get my ammo back. Drink the life fluid! Drink the life fluid! Okay. With every death we learn. Valmont's whip. Oh boy, that one. It's just like reincarnation, except in this world you come back exactly as you are. Yes, you do the most damage when you hit him with the sharp end. The pointy end. So this is good. What I need to do is explore the first area a little bit more and get my upgrades. Utilizing items is also really important, which is the LT, RT things. So, I mean, this game is really fun and has a great flow, but it takes a little bit of learning. I would recommend this game, by the way. If you haven't seen this and this looks remotely interesting to you, I believe you would enjoy it. Okay, I'm not gonna buy that, but I'm gonna stick with this. This is pretty good. Actually, the way the gold works now, I'm probably gonna make that back. I'll tell you what. Let's do an experiment. They rebalance the gold. Let's see if I make 10,000 in this run. That'll determine whether or not I make more expensive purchases. So, how much is this? That's like a couple hundred. I'm gonna... You know what? I'd rather get health upgrades than an extra life, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. I'm not gonna get that one, though. So, my goal is to not, completely die before I make 10,000 back. That's where I want to go. That's my next location. When's Westworld coming back? We don't have a date on that yet, do we? Not formally announced. I know I heard 2018, but I was just wondering if we got, like, an actual day. Alright. That's fine. Okay, I need some upgrades. I also need to keep an eye out for secrets. For example, that. This is gonna be the run. Oh, I am not doing Cursed Treasure Chest. It wants me to put my arm inside of it. Like fingers deep beneath the borderline kind of shit. Like Tool lyric kind of shit. I'm not doing it.
Why don't you get your fingers in there? Just get in the bucket.
It's a really gross treasure chest. But you can also die in one hit unless you kill a certain amount of enemies, so it's cursed. Let's see, what upgrade? Do that. Can I upgrade my shitty whip? Working on it. Vinny, do you know of any Castlevania-esque games? I finished playing Symphony of the Night for the first time. I'm looking for more. Investigate all the Castlevanias on the Game Boy Advance and the Nintendo DS. This is a good one. Hollow Knight, I haven't played, but it's a good one. I've heard great things about it. You also want to probably look into SteamWorld Dig. And of course, Metroid. Bloodstained isn't out yet, but I guess I would recommend Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow, and then Order of Ecclesia and Portrait of Ruin as for the handheld Castlevania games. Those are really good ones. Honestly, they're all good. Harmony of Dissonance, maybe not so much. It's still good, but it's not... I don't think it's as good as the other ones. So... And, you know, this'll work. This is just roguish. This might fit that bill. It might scratch the itch. Man, this whip is cool as fuck when you hit it just right. Killing enemies in this game with, like, a critical hit is so satisfying. It's really good. Also, is the promenade... This isn't different, right? This is how it was. Star Trek Deep Space Nine changed the way I say the word promenade. The promenade has been made less dumb. So I have a turret. I don't know if you could see that. Chat members, random chat members. The turret is a very good weapon. It's been balanced and rebalanced and buffed and nerfed, and some would say it was too good. And it was. When I first started playing this game, turret was amazing. Now it's great, but maybe not amazing. Also, I have a question. Do I have to feed chickens in Stardew Valley every day? Do they need 4 wheat a day? I have 4 chickens. Yes. They each need 1 wheat a day. Motherfuckers! Alright, how do I chop them up and make them into chicken cutlets? I have a silo, but I'm out of grass. So I have to plant grass to get more wheat. Oh, you don't... No, you don't. Pierre sells grass. You can sell them. Well, I like them. I don't want to sell them. I want to eat them. Marnie sells hay. Yeah, I bought hay from her, but it's cheaper. I want to do like grass farming or something because it's getting a little expensive to buy the wheat or to buy the hay because I ran out pretty quickly. I had like, you know, 18 or so in my silo. If you plant grass outside and let it grow and spread, they'll feed themselves. Cool. That's good. I want them to take care of themselves, really. I have a chicken named Deckard. She's a little shit. But she's mine and she's beautiful. Peckard. Don't say bad words. Come on, are you saying peck? Ugh. Oh yeah, well, I mean, I'm in fall, so once the winter comes, there's gonna be no grass anyway, right? I still feel like the game is way too much sound effects. Here, let's rebalance a little bit. Because the music in this game is cool. Vinny, wait, don't you live in New York? I'm talking about Stardew Valley, dude. Wait, you think I have like a coop of chickens? I mean, there's farms in New York. It's just upstate. Force shield. No. I would like chickens in real life, but I would probably forget about them. And they would end up becoming nuggets accidentally. As cool as this whip is, I kind of wish I didn't have it right now. I didn't once make a Devo joke. This whole time. Ooh. Fucking scarecrow, please. Having a level 1 weapon right now is not doing me any favors, and especially the whip. But somehow I'm still going. I'm still surviving. Mofogrel, I'm still going. Also, I've made my 10,000, or I've made my money back. Mofogrel. Oh yes, 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 yes. Please give me a better weapon. the blood sword. Extra damage on a frozen target, that's good. Valmont's whip number 3. I don't want that one. Knife storm. I'm good with just this, actually. So now the blood sword synergizes really nicely with the ice bomb. So perfect combo. Makes them bleed. Oh, Jesus. Oh, they're on me. I gotta get the fuck out of here and heal. I've got one more potion left. One more swig. It's coming back to me, guys. I'm learning how to play the game again. Little by little. Give me your strongest potions. Prison depths. Let's do the ramparts. Since I'm in my, my larval form. Well, blood sword, I've got 27. I can upgrade, let's upgrade the Valmont whip. These upgrades just give them little damage bonuses, which is actually really worth it. I don't mean to, diminish how good these upgrades are. You can transform the items you find on the ground or chests into gold. This is new. Don't say larval. Why does it make you uncomfortable? Larval nuggets. Just 1 second. Okay. Pupil. Pupil. I've streamed Luigi's Mansion. I've streamed Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon as well. But, I'm not really feeling the Luigi Mansion right now. I would like a third Luigi Mansion, that would be great. Or Waluigi's Mansion Part 2. I streamed a game called Waluigi's Mansion, that's real. Oh, no, it was Waluigi's Hotel. Oh! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Hot chocolate? You want me to talk about larval hot chocolate? I don't know why I did that. Do I have any interest in Shadow of War? I do have interest in it. It's just arriving at a very inconvenient time. There's not a lot of time for me to play a game like Shadow of War, as cool as it looks. but it's apparently got microtransactions. Listen, I hate microtransactions as much as the next person, but what if the game was so good? Like, we're talking, what if it was a 10 out of 10 game? And it was something that you just had to experience because you're really into gaming. But it had some microtransaction stuff. I'm just curious, would you get it? What if? It's not, though. As long as the microtransactions are cosmetic. No, someone in chat just said no game with microtransactions has ever been worth playing. That is a very interesting statement. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. But whoever said that said an absolute. So, obviously a Sith Lord said that. Well, I mean, obviously that's a bit of overkill. I don't like microtransactions as much as the next person, but I think there's a very... Oh, this is cool. This is better than my blood sword. There are various games that are good, that are potentially marred a bit by microtransactions. But people get very upset. I just saw someone in chat said microtransactions are a cancer on gaming. They ruin everything they touch. If you allow them to exist, you contribute to the problem. That is a very interesting way to look at that. A very angry way to look at that. Very circle jerky. I cannot say that it's wrong because I hate microtransactions when they involve things that aren't just cosmetic. Can I evolve that a little bit and say that when you vote with your wallet, that shit like that is okay? That's up to you, right? People have different tolerance levels, and apparently these business practices are very, very well supported because they're still happening. And they're getting worse. And Activision just trademarked that microtransaction thing. But I'll modify it and say any microtransactions that aren't cosmetic. I'm totally okay with a developer needing to make money. Games have not risen in price. Okay. Here's the argument. Or here's the devil's advocate. Devil's advocate is this. Games require huge teams. From the NES days, it was like a team of 10 people could make a game. But now, it's teams of like hundreds of people for AAA games, and they're still the same price. So I kind of get the desire. They want to make their money back. They want to be successful. That's the devil's advocate. But I think you can just as easily make money without having to, like, lock abilities and vital, shit behind microtransactions. I think cosmetics, hats, outfits, I don't give a shit about that. I don't want it. I'm not gonna spend money on it. If I can play the full game, 13 minutes... This door was sealed 13 minutes ago. Games haven't really risen on base price, says Clark, But however, AAA games, AAA companies keep spending too much money on making games and adding extra stuff, or spending too much time on art assets because of the weird consumer need for more graphics. Well, how about this? If you bought your fancy Xbox One system or Xbox 2 in a few years, and you spent $400 on this console, or $599 US or whatever, and you didn't notice a visual upgrade, are you going to be happy with your purchase? They've been, I mean, you can almost blame the consumer for that in a lot of ways because they've been locked into it. I mean, people are gonna get pissed. People want more graphics. Nintendo was getting a lot of shit with the Wii when they released basically 2 GameCubes taped together, and it was a really underpowered, shitty-looking system, and it didn't even have, like, HD. It had, was it 480p was the maximum, you know. I mean, it sold really well, but it did not capture the hardcore market. So, as a result, it fell off, and then the Wii U came out, and no one gave a shit. So, I mean, yeah, it's a tricky thing. This isn't any, you know, this takes away, this has become a straw man. You know what I mean? The real argument is, are microtransactions okay? And, whatever EA just did with Battlefield, where they're, you know, locking, like, gameplay, like, things that make you stronger behind money, that, I think, is absolutely ruining the industry. But Counter-Strike, you know, you get a couple skins, you know, you want to unlock a loot crate that gives you a hat or a bandana. That's your own choice, and if you're I don't want to say dumb enough because I've bought, like, crates for knives in Counter-Strike, and also I don't want to insult people that like cosmetic stuff. That's up to them. You know what I mean? There's no... I don't think there's anything wrong with that, if that's how you want to spend your money. I mean, people still buy porn. People still buy porn. Why? Why do you need to buy it? People will spend their money on stupid shit. They will buy handbags that cost $10,000 because the name is really, really, like, good, and they'll look cool if they have a good named, like, handbag. So there's always money to be made in cosmetics, and that's where I think a middle ground can be achieved. Instead of... Oh, God, this game got tough. Instead of gameplay breaking microtransactions, have a cosmetic shop. What if they had porn with microtransactions? People would buy it, and it would make a killing. Where you can get ultra porn. Like, they hide the money shot behind a paywall. Please spend 99 cents to continue watching. So, shame on the industry for taking advantage. Shame on us for continuing this business model and keeping it successful. Well, I say us. I mean, I'm not sure how many people play Call of Duty seriously actually watch the stream. So... If you use RNG. Oh yeah. No, the RNG stuff is the stuff. Because that's like then gambling. Do you know about the... There's this experiment they did with a monkey where the dopamine hit was measured. Or, yeah, like I think they had electrodes. Okay, and now listen, I'm not a scientist. You may not believe that. But there's an experiment where they there was a button and there was a monkey. Monkey pressed the button, monkey gets a nut. Not that kind of nut. Like, not like, I'm a nut! But like... Anyway, the monkey would press the button, and early on, just before pressing the button, just as pressing the button, there would be a dopamine hit. But then, they made the button only give the monkey the nut 50% of the time. Okay, I know it's funny I said the word nut, but hear me out. When they did that, there was a dopamine increase. When they did 25% of the time, the dopamine went down. That's why, like, RNG, like crates and boxes and gambling, works so well. There's like a biological impulse. Yeah, no, I don't need that. Hang on a second. Just 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, now that you're all chill, and the hilarious word nut has left your mind, what I'm trying to say is gambling works. Post your pecs quick. So I get why they do it. They're taking advantage of I guess, is physiology the right word for this? I think that's kind of what it feels like with the crates and everything, so... Oh, that's the wrong way, too. Chemistry. They're taking advantage of chemistry. So yeah, listen, I understand. I've said it before, I'm with you. I think it's a little more complex than just all microtransactions are the devil, and if you do that, you're Satan. I think that's really reductive and easy to say, but there tends to be complexity in certain things, and you know, they spent a lot of money making their games. There's people that are working at their desk 12 hours a day, weeks on end, not seeing their families, just to get these AAA games made. And they're still probably underpaid for their work. So there's that element too. I mean, there's a lot to think about. Does that excuse where we're at? No. And what Activision's doing, the topic we covered yesterday, is atrocious. It's atrocious. They're putting people together with they're putting newbies together with people who have good gear. That have like good gear that they bought to discourage the newbies, or to encourage the newbies to buy stuff so that they can be cool, like the elite gamers. So that's disgusting. It's not implemented, but it was patented. So the fact that they're thinking about it. Anyway, we talk about this a lot, and I'm mostly with you, so of course you always worry, will it get worse? Is there a slippery slope? If it starts with cosmetics, does it end up with gameplay and other things? If you ask me, it was actually, there were some practices that were kind of worse. Just like fairly recently. Oh my god, I don't have enough fucking good gear for this. Like the $60 DLC, is that still happening? $60 DLC where they release like 2 multiplayer maps and the season pass gives you the rest, and like they section off like 35% of the game. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. The horse armor started this. What was that? Someone said something about a developer's death for Shadow of War being taken advantage of for DLC. I don't know what that means. That's I don't like the way that sounds. The devs made a special tribute for the game, and then the publisher made it paid DLC. Huh. Wow. It's free now because people made a stink about it, of course. I'm wondering if people made enough of a stink about the Battlefront fiasco that they would, potentially change the way the DLC works in that, or rather the microtransactions. The idea was to give the money to his family. Was it like that from the start? Try to play this game, but this is also very... This is very interesting, and also really... I'm just learning this for the first time, and it's pretty rough. A portion of the money. So, you know, that the story unfolds. A portion of the money was going to go to the developer's family. A portion. Portion. I want to talk about something else now. What do I have planned for Thanksgiving? Hopefully Mario Odyssey and lots of it. Any conventions coming up? I have one in, next weekend. In Atlantic City. Fuck. God damn it. I had to rush order, you know how I do my stupid items that I give away at conventions. Kazoos, trash pickle, Vinesauce deodorant. Well, I have one, the best one yet, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'll leave that up to you. But I had to put a rush order on it, so hopefully it'll get here in time for the convention. That would be nice. The quick bow. Yeah, let's get that. Golden Amulet. Damage from projectiles reduced by 75%. Oh my god, this is amazing. I mean, I'm probably gonna get deaded real quick. I don't think I want to get that just because I'm probably gonna waste that money. It's not a fidget spinner. That was 2 months ago. That was so 2 months ago, mate. Fidget spinner. What do you think of the new wave of indie devs who are hyper-reactionary to criticism? That's a very broad statement. I've seen it in action to some extent, but if you mean... if you're talking about, like, they can't handle constructive criticism, that's... yeah, I mean, that's not good. You want to see a developer take constructive criticism and apply it to updates and make their game better. But I think if it's just get fucked, mate, your game sucks, get fucked, mate, that's not helping. So I'm not sure which one of those you mean. Are you gonna talk about how IGN bought Humble Bundle? I don't even know if I'm in the mood to talk about this stuff tonight because it's a lot and it's heavy and I'm a little stressed as it is, so I don't really feel like, you know, going too far into it, but I did talk about the IGN thing briefly, and it's... I think they know people are watching them, so if they fuck it up, that's not going to be very good for them. I don't have high hopes. But I don't think... I think it's going to be business as usual, is what I'm trying to say. I think it should end up being business as usual. We'll see. I hope I'm right. And I hope they don't fuck it up. Am I going to get Fire Emblem Warriors? I would like to, but not anytime soon. I liked Hyrule Warriors well enough, but I don't like Fire Emblem enough to buy a spin-off on day one. So maybe I'll wait for that to drop in price a little bit. My most requested game, what, for me to play? Lately it's been Doki-Doki Literature Club. But I'm not streaming that. Because it takes way too long for there to be anything funny. Damn it. And, yeah, that's not something... I don't want to be reading through a visual novel for, 3 hours before something creepy or interesting happens. I'm sorry. I think Rev is doing it, though. So if you want to watch him do it, that would be cool. What's my game of the year so far? Zelda. Shit. Oh, I got a free ride, but now he's teleporting. The reason Zelda's easy is because, for me, that's on a different level, but there's been a lot of really great games that if Zelda didn't come out, it would be a lot harder. I mean, maybe Mario could potentially take the top spot, you never know. Okay, I'm really, really happy I was able to do that. I'm gonna recycle it, though. See, now I have an overabundance of money. I'm not confident with shields in this game. God. Fuck. Jesus. Would you rate Cuphead? Would it be on your top 10 of this year? It would be a very high rating for Cuphead because I enjoyed it. I get that not everyone's into the old school platformer action game. And it doesn't really do anything particularly new. It's just a good game. But it would be on my top 10. I had a lot of fun playing it. I mean, top 10 this year, I think you could probably guess. But, here's a couple games on my... unofficial top 10 list of the year so far. And there's more good ones coming out, and there's more that I haven't played, but... Samus Returns is on there somewhere. SteamWorld Dig 2 is on there somewhere. Zelda, Mario and Rabbids. I mean, Everspace would be on there, but I don't know. Did that come out this year? This is a little crazy. Hang on a minute. And I just jumped into spikes. Well, shit. Shit got hard. Well, we'll come back to this. I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna return. When I say take a break, I'm gonna just take a quick BRB and I will return with Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 might have made the top 10 list. Honestly, so far I'm really liking it. But this has been a great game too, but I definitely want to put more time into it. One day I'll do a more substantial stream of it, but I want to do a full 2 hours of Resident Evil 7. So we're gonna do that. Interesting new update. I think it's just because I've been away from it too long. But it feels harder. It feels like a more difficult game. But it's probably just because I suck. Alright. Quick break. Stick around. Resident Evil 7 will be up next. Be right back.